Hello, you lovely people. Welcome. As promised, when I found out the information about my friend, I would update you all. And the update is, he is getting deported. He's getting no more time in jail because the 3 years that he spent is enough to warrant the charge that he got charged with. In the end, because he got off with there wasn't the evidence for the sexual assault, so they got him on verbal abuse. I saw him Saturday. I only saw him briefly because there's only one person that can visit. So I only saw him briefly because his girlfriend was there, and she needed to spend time with him because he's going to get transferred from the city jail, which he is at. I think he's there this week, I think. Then he will be transferred to the place where the foreigners go up in Manila way somewhere. I can't remember. Is it Talig or something? Talig, I don't know. And his lawyer has said to him that the deportation will take about 3 months. So that's it, people. I mean, if you haven't been following this story, then there's a video, and I think the video is called having an argument with your girlfriend can get you deported, or something like that is called. So look back through the videos, but I'll just give you like a brief rundown of what happened, just in case you haven't been following it and then you're wondering what this video is about. Well, my friend, he had a long-term relationship with this lady who was a similar age, and they were together for a number of years. Now I'm going to go through it quickly because the people who's been following this, you guys, you probably don't want to hear again. So I'm just going to go through it quickly. But there's a twist in this, so stick around. There is a twist to this. Anyway, he was with her for a number of years. And I used to go around and see him. She was hot and cold. Sometimes she'd be in a good mood, and sometimes she would be in a terrible mood. So my friend wanted to get out, which he did get out. And he was split up with her for quite some time, and he found a new girlfriend. Now he kind of antagonized her because she saw him with his new girlfriend. He shouldn't have done it. He should have moved away instead of hanging around in the same place, knowing what his ex-partner was very volatile, and he knew more than anybody else what she was capable of. So he shouldn't have flaunted it, and he should have getting out of that barangay or even the province, but he didn't. So his ex-partner saw him with this new girl, and then she come up with this allegation, the allegation of sexual assault. So he was arrested by the police, and it's 3 years and 4 months. My friend told me when I saw him on Saturday, it's 3 years and 4 months he's been in jail. Now, because the case was ongoing for a long time, it kept getting adjourned and this, and when it wasn't getting adjourned, there was witnesses who were called to the stand. I was one of the witnesses for him, and that was only a character reference. The same of, like a lot of his neighbours where he was living, they were called up. And one was a sheriff as well who did a good character reference for him. But anyway, he was found not guilty on the sexual assault because there was lack of evidence. Now, because during the interviews that he had in the police station before he was moved to the city jail in the very beginning, he admitted to arguing, having arguments with his wife. That was the reason why they split up. Now, his wife is Filipina, as you know, but if you don't know, she's a Filipina. So then, because they dropped the charges of sexual assault, they then proceeded with the charges of verbal assault. Now, as daft as that may seem, in the Philippines, you can get charged with verbal assault, with vexation, arguing with your partner. Now, it comes under the Act. I don't know what the Act number's called, but it comes under the Cruelty to Women and Children's Act for having an argument with your partner, okay? If it's verified. Well, it was verified because my friend told them that he did have many arguments, which was the reason why they split up. So they got him on that. Now, the judges said that because he's served that time in prison, he served his time what he would have ordinarily got for the verbal assault. So now he's being deported. Now, when I saw him on Saturday, he said, Stephen, at least the nightmare is over. Means he's going to be sent to another place in Manila, waiting for the deportation proceedings to take place. Then he will be deported and blacklisted. But he said, he never wants to come back to the Philippines. He said that. He never wants to come back. But he said, I don't know where he stands on this. When he gets back to the States, he's going to file a complaint. Now, I don't know if it's going to do any good or not, but this is what he's going to do. Now, he looks terrible. He's because he was quite a chunky guy. Now he's not. He's thinner than I am, and he just doesn't look right. Would you look right after spending 3 years and 4 months in the prison in the Philippines, being a foreigner? Although he said all the time he was in prison, he was well liked by the inmates because what he was doing, he was using his money to buy electric fans for the prisoners and buying them food. So I think he was buying his safety, perhaps. I don't know. But he said, the inmates were okay, and the guards were. He said, Stephen, the guards were great. Their prison guards were great. He's probably buying them as well. I don't know. So the end of the story is, he's being deported for having an argument because he's being classed as undesirable, because he's been charged and he's been found guilty of it. He's spending no more time in prison. He's done that. In all of this waiting. Now, this is what I think is pitiful. The ex-partner who made the allegations of sexual assault, which were dropped, as I said, and now they've been, he's being charged with the verbal assault. The judge has ordered my friend to pay compensation. I don't get it. I don't know how much because it hasn't been decided yet. But he's got to pay her money compensation for the verbal assault. Now that's just a kick in the teeth, isn't it? It is a kick in the teeth. They've really gone to town on him. Really gone to town on him. Now, people, don't let this put you off the Philippines, because I've never heard of another case like this. Filipina P, she covered my story, and to verify the story, she had an attorney on her channel asking, can you be charged with verbal assault and arrested? And you can. Well, obviously my friend has, but that wasn't the original case. The original case was the sexual assault, which is not guilty because there was no evidence for it. But people, just be very careful. If you're with a volatile lady, or you think that she's volatile, then get out of it. Or if you having these kind of, you find yourself in a situation, just think what can happen. Just think what can happen. And it's not just here. I think it can happen in different countries as well. It's only since I did the video, and many comments that I had from subscribers and viewers have said that it's happened to them in Australia, in Canada, in America. So it's not just here it can happen. But the difference is here, we are in a foreign country. And there's a video started, so I'm going to walk up here so I don't get done for copyright, because I want to finish off this video. So just be careful, people. The bit that I can't work out is how that woman has the audacity to ask for the compensation when he's already spent all that time in prison, found not guilty of that, and then they grabbed him for something because he was already there. So they grabbed him for something. How terrible is that? To me, that's just It's terrible, absolutely terrible. I just can't, for the life of me, understand this system here. I really can't. It makes me think sometimes, you know, why would I want to be in a country where you've got all this beautiful here, look. Beautiful. Why you want to be in a country where you've got all of this going on? Oh, that can happen. Luckily, my wife is very placid. We have words, but we don't have arguments. Bear in mind what can happen. But I don't want to be walking on eggshells, which many of us could find ourselves doing, because we know what can happen. We know what can happen. Well, back her down, and the dog going to be barking at me down the bottom. So yeah, within 3 months he will be deported back to America, blacklisted. But as I said, he said he's going to file a case. I don't know what about, or I don't know. But here, apparently, if you are charged with anything sexual, like sexual assault or on those things, you don't get bail. There is no bail. So then you're stuck in prison until your case is heard. And in the Philippines, people, I mean, Filipinos will know. So if there's any, which I have got some Filipino subscribers, they will verify that. You don't get bail with anything sexual assault. If he was charged in the very beginning of verbal assault, then he wouldn't have been in prison. Probably not. He would have probably just kept going back to court until such time that the verdict was given. But that's it, people. You've been asking for updates. I couldn't give an update because there was no more information than I could give until the judge had passed his order, and it has. So I'm sorry for the wait, people, but I couldn't give any information until I got it myself. Now I'm in contact, or my wife's in contact with his girlfriend here. His girlfriend that his new girlfriend, not the old one. God, crazy. And what I think what's going to happen when he gets back to the States, I think he's going to file for a visa to get to go to the States for a holiday and stuff, and take it from there, because obviously he can't come back to the Philippines. And also he had this big place that he was renting, and there's many things in there that he wants me to clear out. Well, I don't want to do that. I said, just get your girlfriend to do it. He said, no, Steve. He said, because there's like drills, and he's even got like a little scooter in there. But I said, look, I've got no space for anything here anywhere, but get your girlfriend to clear it out, and if sell it, and either let your girlfriend have the money, or just if there's anything that she can use or her family can use, then just pass it on to them. But I don't want to get involved. I don't want to go to the house and start clearing things out. But he can do that through his girlfriend. So that's it, people. Very quick video on that. So bear in mind, if you're with a Filipino, she's a bit volatile, just be careful what you're doing, be careful what you're saying, and try not to antagonize. And I mean antagonize, whereas if you split up, don't flaunt your girlfriend, your new girlfriend off in front of them. Because if you do, this can happen. I've never known it happen to any of the, my foreign associates here, but it can. So just be very careful, people. Anyway, that's it. Very short video. Enjoy the day. Enjoy what you're doing. And stay lucky. I'll just give you one last little view of this. Yeah. Nice here, people. Nice. This is a different part where I'm walking here. And the lady who lives in here, she's very sick at the moment, and she's just left a radio on. She's been gone for 2 weeks. She's left a radio on, and she's over at her family's house, staying over there while she recovers. But people, thank you for taking the time to listen. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. Like, share, and hit that notification button. Thank you very much, people. Take good care. God bless you all. Bye bye.